Hello. Cargo homes. Are they like cargo shorts? Cargo pants. No.
I guess you can.
Guess?
They've got different compartments that you can store things in.
I don't know. I heard cargo pants were back in style. Cargo shorts are amazing. They have so much utility to them.
Is that good for you? Because
I don't know. I get made fun of.
I actually got rid of them. I did.
Anyways, back to cargo homes, ladies and gentlemen. So
I love
tell us
these.
a little bit about it and what you really like. Should we go ahead and share the screen and show this off?
Yeah, there's
And we'll
different
chat that
versions
link
of
in for you.
these, and they can be utilized in all different ways. And actually, maybe we'll live in one.
Okay.
Never know.
All right. So we're going to live in a
Kidding.
cargo home.
Maybe.
Okay. Go ahead and share off and tell us what you're thinking here, Shauna.
So there's different versions of these, right? And I think we looked before at the nomadic shacks, and they are extremely expensive, but they come furnished, and they're really trendy and really cool. These are cargo homes that are made out of shipping containers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you know more about this, so if you would like to talk about it, that's great.
I do. Okay, yeah. Very cool. So CargoHome is a company out of, I think they're out of Waco.
Yes.
And this is a gentleman, I believe, their story kind of started with a project for his son, and they got together, and the father-son built like one of them, and it worked out really well. He has a large property down in Waco, and what he started to do was he went around and started to build more and more of them, and they were very popular. And people came and stayed in them. They were old shipping containers of various sizes. I think they have a 20-foot version and a 40-foot version. They have a tall version, and so there's different
All
options.
shapes and sizes.
Yeah, of what they kind of have.
But what do you utilize these for? So, if you have someone that maybe has some land and you want to have a little guest quarters or something at the property, I mean, you would need to get approval by either the city or your HOA.
What if you don't live in a city or an HOA?
Well, it looks like you can put them all over. These are great little
Very good.
guest suites, or if you have if you have any clients that have like a deer lease or something like that, they're great for that. But they're so cute. I mean, I think or maybe for your kids.
For your kids.
Yeah, maybe your kids can live in these.
So it's kind of like a nice version of a she shed.
Yeah.
Okay, but it has a lot of different options with it.
I mean, it's fully equipped, right, with a kitchen and a shower and.
Yep, and they're easy to put in place. So the thing that I like about them is if you're doing something temporary, kind of where we came around on this, is we were like, hey, up at the Rockin' A Ranch, we were thinking to ourselves, we would like to get there as soon as possible. We want to have something to be in now, but we don't want it necessarily to be permanent. We don't want to live in like a mobile home. So this is a different version of it. It's kind of like a more permanent version of a mobile home, but it has resale value, right? So I kind of like that idea.
And yeah.
That we could put something like this on the property, have all the different things there with like a bathroom and with a shower and whatnot. It would be small, no doubt, but afterwards when you're done, you do have something that you can resell that had value. You can still be on site and do that. And it's rather easy to kind of put together. Well, number one, because it's so tiny, and that's about where it
it's not from. Like a tiny home, so it's tall enough to where you're not going to have to, squat down when you walk in. But I just see this as if you have a client moving here and they want to maybe add on, or you're hearing these different needs for like a separate guest quarters or something like that. This is an option that you can be aware of and provide a little more value to your client.
I like the idea.
Yeah.
They do have different options that you can do. So they will start you with the process initially where they have like a DIY kit. And part of the DIY kit kind of is it has a cargo trailer. They already put the windows in and they already put the door in. And then some of them will just give you like directions to kind of start from there. I believe they've said that like sourcing the container and having it so it's leak proof and waterproof is super important. Oh yeah, there you go. And then what this one's going to do is sometimes some of them they'll put the insulation in so you're ready to start, and then they'll put in the plumbing. And then other options, they'll like include what you need to finish it out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of a good place to start. And so it's very cost effective if you want it all the way from that all the way through. I'm sure there's a lot of videos on YouTube on how you can do this yourself. So if you want to start from scratch, then you definitely could. But maybe it's an option and a little project. But this gentleman's done very, very well. I tried to book one to go look at it for an Airbnb down in Waco, and he has a bunch of them, and they were all totally full. And his schedule is amazingly impressive as far as how booked he is.
I mean, it could be an affordable option to have an Airbnb as well.
Mm-hmm.
Have additional
And
income.
I think they were renting or leasing on a nightly basis for like between 99 and like 149 every night for one of these, and he had a bunch of them, and they were pretty much like always booked.
And I think this website, yeah, it has, you can get some pricing on them. Do you know roughly what these are per foot?
As far as cost, a lot less than the nomadic shacks.
Yeah, those were $300 a foot, so those were really expensive. And I actually saw one of those when I was in Montana recently, and they're really cool.
Were they the ones that we saw off the side of the road that we thought they were them? It wasn't them?
No, this was a different place we went.
Okay. And it was pretty good. So, yes, those are very, very good for like places that you can't get crews into that you want to set up quickly, that maybe you're only going to own or lease for a certain amount of time and you want to bring it back. I don't know. You can
A couple
sell
things
it.
I think would be interesting to know about these is how insurance works on them also. So that could be a Kyle Dilworth question of how do you insure these and how that works.
Maybe we'll put that in the notes and see what we could do there. That's a good point. And then maybe we show Nomadic Shack in the very near future and do a little something on that.
Side by side.
Yeah, so we'll do that and see if we think it's worth it cost-wise. But anyways, now you guys have kind of seen that. Cost-wise, if you're looking at them, $45,000, $70,000, $100,000.
160 square feet.
Yeah, so
That's really small.
anyways, they bring them all into you guys and they're ready to go. And then they obviously have the space up top where you can go to. I don't know. They're interesting at the very least.
They are. They're cool.
And is it real estate? So it's, I don't think you get it's not like a car because it becomes attached to your property. I don't know what real estate taxes are like on this. I don't know. We have a lot of discovery to do.
Yeah, that's a good question.
All right, so more to come on this, maybe future topics.
I think we're going to see more and
evolve on
more of
this.
these companies, putting these options together, and I think it is a new type of mobile home, manufactured home option.
It's just different,
Yeah,
to say the least.
So cute.
It's rugged. It kind of feels like Chip and Joanna, right? They're from Waco as well, so it feels like they use some of that stuff in there. And I don't know,
Yeah,
maybe
very
it's just
trendy
the
and
design.
like farmhouse style. Yeah.
The design in the farmhouse might make it feel better, but you're still kind of in a shipping container at the end of the day.
Cool.
It's cool?
Yeah.
All right, Shauna wants to live in a shipping container.
No, Shauna doesn't.
No, Shauna doesn't. All right, is it glamour camping? I don't
Glamping?
know. Glamping?
Yeah, that would be glamping for
Okay.
sure.
Very good. So we've covered quite a few different things.
Yep.
Let's move on to, you want to go to the summary?
Sure.
All right, summary it is.